Hi, my name is Okuhle Nkosi, and I hope you'll stay and watch this whole video, and don't forget to give me a like, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And lastly, I need you guys to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, so please share my video all over with your friends and your cousins and your colleagues. I have attracted a good number of main character friends in my life. I just thought about this, and that's why we are talking about this conversation again. There was a time I went to a club and me and my friend were there. I got them, VIP tickets, let's go in, right? And I remember this guy, very handsome, nice, he wanted me. And my main character friend thought that now, why would he want you? He's gonna want me. And when she saw that guy was on my case, she made sure that she makes the run for it, and she, snatches his attention, etc. And I was like, okay. But now the problem is coming from a place of where you're always passive and you have your own, self-esteem issues because you think, well, you're not good enough. Come on, plus maybe the guy doesn't want me. He must go to my thin friend. Maybe is not into a chubby girl. That delayed me so much. I attracted a lot of friends who were like that. Friends who would think that they are wanted. They're the ones men are going to want, because anyways, they are hotter. And these guys would be like, nah, we want you. Some guys would be like, okay, I'm gonna first chow here, then I'm gonna come to you and give you a relationship. But of course, by then with me, I've lost all interest to want you. Like, seriously, come on. Main character syndrome is a real thing. The problem that it creates, I became a side character energy. I became the person who was okay being on the side. I'm okay cheering you on. I'm okay, watching you succeed while nothing happens in my life. And I started searching, why am I always having to, be the supportive friend, be the, typically the fat friend. And however, I don't want that. And when change came and when I started the healing journey, and that's why I'm sharing this information with you guys, it's because I know some of us have been there. We've been side character energy where we're just watching everyone, live. And if only you said yes, if only you stood up, if only if a guy was showing me attention, I was like, yeah, I'm also interested, then life would be different, right? How many times have you watched opportunities pass you by simply because you've got side character energy? You just watching from the side saying, yeah, well, friend, you're the main one. We've watched movies where, and we understand it's a movie, and there's the girl who she wants her life to be perfect. She wants a relationship. She wants all of this. And we see the friend that is supportive, and then now the friend is like, I'm also going through stuff. Can you just stop? Like, life does not revolve around you. We've seen that. We know that. And it's great that now the movies are portraying the side friend saying, I also have some things happening in my life, and I'm not only going to be supporting you. Okay, that is so great. Main character syndrome, what is it? What is main character syndrome? It is when a person believes that they are forever at the center stage. They believe their lives are more important than anyone else's. What they are going through, what they have been through, what just happened, it is important. I must talk about me first before listening to whatever you have to say. Before you say whatever you were calling for, they're like, no, no, no. Oh my gosh, you know what just happened right now? I just saw a bird fly. That person has main character syndrome. It is not a psychological deep thing that needs help. It just needs you to realize this person is operating here, and then I am going to protect myself against this person like this. A friend that has main character syndrome tends to lack empathy. They will always put themselves first. They want you to support them emotionally, but they lack in supporting you emotionally. That is when you know, oh, okay, so my friend thinks they are the main star of this group, and therefore my needs are not important. Now, the question is, why are you allowing yourself to still be in a friendship or relationship with a person that has this syndrome, which is main character? We tend to stay in these friendships or relationships because we lack self-esteem. We lack the voice and the vocab to vocalize and say, honey, it is not only about you. I am also going through things, and if you can't respect that, then I can't cater to your needs. We stay in these friendships and in these situations because we just lack self-esteem. We love them more than we love us. We love their time and spending our time with them more than we cherish ourselves. So it does go with people pleasing, lack of boundaries, and just, being scared of saying what you really desire. We also can't find the words to defend ourselves. We feel overpowered and weak around these friends. And that is the biggest problem, right? Because why am I scared to tell you that no, I'm going through something and that's why I can't talk to you over the phone? And notice how your friend that has the main character energy, but mostly syndrome, they never mind not answering your phone. They never mind telling you, like, hey, I'm not in a good place, I can't talk to you. But you find it difficult to tell them that you can't talk. Side character energy says, well, I deserve that. It is a deep belief that, we are a loser and we are unworthy of receiving love and respect from our friends. That is why a side character energy will probably be friends with a main character syndrome because, oh well, these two just complement each other, right? One is strong, one is weak. However, I want all of us to have main character energy. Both of us need to be in our main character energy. Put yourself first, market your business. Don't be scared of speaking about what you are doing all the time, and also listening to your friend who also is doing great things in their business. We need 100% where we're supporting each other. What are the signs of a main character syndrome friend or partner? They are entitled to your time and attention. They have no problem wanting your time and being very entitled. When they don't get it, you hear the manipulation saying, I've been trying to get hold of you. I thought you're avoiding me. I thought there was something there. And you're like, no, I'm just going through my own things. Oh yeah, but you should not neglect me. It really comes across like you have a toddler who needed milk from you and as a nursing mom, and you're thinking, honey, you're an adult. If I can't answer your phone, I'm sure someone else can. And if no one else can cater to you, you can cater to yourself. Guys, that's honestly the best advice. If you want people to be there for you and no one could be there for you, that's God telling you that you can manage this on your own. We don't always have to be there for you. Number 2, they are attention seekers. And they're so dramatic. Like main character syndrome people, they're so dramatic. Their stories have to have a drama. Because it's either they're the hero or they're the victim. These people, how they will tell the story, somehow, some of them, sadly, they always want to be the hero. And you're like, geez, so nothing ever happens to you? You're always good. They exaggerate life events. They exaggerate. They make the event bigger than what it is. Some main character syndrome people, or people who haven't dealt with their past traumas, and they're always victims. Those are the ones who are always victims. What is unfortunate is even when you're trying to have a conversation outside of their trauma and their journey, they will take it back to, yeah, I remember when I got raped, when I got this, I got that. And we're trying to talk about other things. We're trying to talk about another person who also has been, raped, etc. we're not talking about you. We didn't want it to come back to you. Can we just talk about the next person and not you, my darling? Ooh. They feel like they are better than other people. Main character syndrome people have a great tendency of feeling like they are better than other people. And they lack empathy and the struggle for others. When you are going through your own things, the only thing they're great in saying is, oh, well, we know you're going to overcome. We know you're going to come out of this well. Like, you are strong enough. I remember when I lost my dad, and this friend is not main character, right? But this friend said to me, oh, you are strong enough. You'll manage. And this is death. And they said, when you're strong, you'll manage. But when she had lost her mother, I was there supportive. I never said, crap like you're strong. You have a crap that she said to me. And I responded and I said, no, I'm not strong enough for this. This is death. I'm strong enough for other things, but not my dad dying. People need to count their words and what they're saying when they are comforting you. Because just because I look strong does not mean when death hits, I'm still strong. So no, I don't appreciate that. But when they are going through death, we have to be there with tissues and flowers. And no, I will say the same words that you say to me, you're strong, honey. You get what I mean? See how when I take it back to you, how it hurts? That is how it hurts when we also receive it. So if you struggle from main character syndrome where you are never empathetic with other people, but you want us to sympathize with you, we are not going to sympathize with you. It is 2024. People are mirroring behaviors. If you are not going to be calling people, asking how they're doing, no one is going to be calling you. We're living in the times, guys, where if we can see that you are really in your main character syndrome era, people are going to stop being your friends. And that's the truth. People will not want to be in your space because you always talk about yourself. We've heard that you're doing this. We get it. But now give us a break. Like, now can we talk about us? And I hate being in a situation where I sound like I'm venting, but I'm not. I hate being in a situation where I'm speaking to someone and for 30 minutes they're talking about themselves. 30 minutes? You are talking about yourself? Seriously? Come on. After hi, how are you? This is what I'm going through. Let us learn manners to say, oh, actually, how are you doing? Well, what do you want to talk about? Don't control the conversation. One thing I'm doing now is after I'm done venting and speaking about myself, because I speak to my sister a lot, then I'm like, no, but tell me what's happening in your life. Even when my mother checks up on me, I'll be like, okay, we done with me. I said I'm good. How are you? I always take it back to you because it is not me preaching on the phone call, just like here on YouTube, where it's my channel. So I'm talking because I'm giving a lesson. On a phone call, I'm not preaching or giving a lesson. My family is trying to find out, are you well? When my partner is calling me, how are you? I'm well. How are you? What's happening in your life? And then after that, it's 50-50 back to you, or 100-100. Not a phone call where the whole time you have called me, you're telling me about yourself. And by the time you're asking me how I'm doing, you actually want it to be 5 minutes. Then don't want emotional support from us. Stop being main character. I also have main character energy because to run a business or to do anything, you have to be the main character. You have to push yourself. You have to see yourself as the center. But in friendships, in relationships, no, there is no main character anything. We are both humans and we want to be loved and listened to. Everyone wants that emotional support. If you have, why am I shouting? If you have friends that are avoiding you, you've noticed that, you know what, people are really not on your side. Maybe you suffer from main character syndrome. You are very selfish. You're always dramatic about what has happened. You're always the victim or you're always the hero. And this is why people are avoiding you. Because people are actually tired of listening to your stories. And that's why you actually clicked on this video. Solution if you are a side character energy person is ask yourself, how long are you going to suffer? How long are you going to stomach such a friendship or relationship? How long are you going to be playing side character? And are you okay playing that character for the rest of your life? Ask yourself, are you not worthy of also speaking your truth and telling us what you want and we are supporting you? I would say work on your boundaries. Know when it's time to give yourself to people, because some of us, it is a calling, it is a gift, it is something, God given. But sometimes know when to recharge and take time out for yourself. And lastly, if you suffer too much from attracting people that have main character syndrome and you are tired, of being the side character. You are tired. You're like, oh, Okuhle, thank you for this video. I've had it with being the side character. I advise you to please make the changes today. Write down what you want to see in your life. Write it down that, you know what, I want to now push myself more and I want to listen to my thoughts more than I listen to certain friends, etc. So meaning that at a certain time, I will not be answering my phone. Have those boundaries with yourself because it is part of self-care. One thing I need to say, self-care does involve not overextending yourself to people. You need to protect yourself and you come first. You matter. You are so important. Don't sleep on yourself. Thank you so much for watching till this far. Please don't forget to like and add a comment. Tell me about one of your most embarrassing main character syndrome friends, what they did, how it made you feel. Are you a side character energy? How are you going to overcome that? I've given you the seeds, I've given you the information. Now go back to the drawing board and say, okay, I'm suffering from this. How am I going to overcome that? Have a good one. See you on the next one. Cheers.